Hello. So I've seen this question come up a couple of times. So it's basically about a staggered connection. So let's just draw in a beam here at 10 feet. And I've just started advanced steel, so it's not bringing everything in the way I want. So what we'll do is we'll set this up now. Model roll to come in automatically. And we'll change this to beam, so now it's set up for the next one. And let's just rotate this on that center point, and we can do copy, and we'll do 90 degrees. Alright, so we have two beams. This beam is the 12 by 26 also. So what we're going to do is we're going to change half of this beam. So what we'll do is we'll split this beam in the middle, and then we'll change this to a 10-inch beam. Alright, so a 10 by 22 maybe. Doesn't really matter, I guess. 10 by 22 is used more often. And now we can see we have the two bolts. So now we want to join these together. They're in line with each other, so we want to use a double connection. So come in here to your double connection. And depending on what way you have it set up, you can see mine has come in with the same size clip on both sides. So I guess the problem people are having is this is not working right. So let me first change my bolts because that annoys me. Alright, so we can see all my settings here, the copes and everything. You can see they're not correct up there. I'm going to fix them also. So what you want to do is go to copes, and you can from main flange and 0.5, and then inside of secondary 0.75, and we can do 0.75 for this one also. So you want to do that for all of them, right? So that the radius is not contained in the cope. So I'll just do the other top so you can see it. So I had set this one up for a specific situation, and now it's coming in this situation where I don't want to use it. So basically we'll do that for copes. We'll fix the bottom one later. So basically what you want to do is go to shaded, advanced joint properties, and then you want to go to bolts. You want to go to staggered setting. So go to your staggered setting. You can see these bolts have 3 bolts, right? And then you want to stagger. So which do I want to stagger? So sorry, my palettes are opening up here. So you want to stagger from the beam top, angle to stagger, same side. You can try one first. So that's done the other one, you can see. So that's not the one I want. So I want to do same side second. So it switches that one. Now, the one thing you just want to be careful of when you're doing this is you're not going to be able to get a gun on this, right? So obviously this can be turned the other way around. So we won't worry about it too much. That's okay. If this is in line with the flange here, you might want to cut out the bottom of this. So you might want to cut and flush on one side. So you would do copes, and the bottom of this one you might do cut and flush, and you can see you could cut that back on both sides if you need. Alright, hope that helps. I just saw somebody asking recently about this connection. So as you can see, this is no good down here, so you need to do the bottom here as well. So from main flange 0.75, and you want to do inside secondary. I always do inside secondary instead of inside main. The reason being, it'll be the same as the beam at the other size that's making it to a different size beam. If you do from inside of main, then it'll make those two beams different. And I try to keep the beams the same if I can. 0.75, so you want to change all these, main flange, and that's good. So if you have this set up the way you want it, and let's say you don't need those copes there, go over here, and sorry, go here and do auto cope, We're going to leave that, and then we're going to do inside a secondary, and then we'll do 0.75, and then we want to go into our properties, library, and then we want to save, and then edit that. And then what we can do is we can edit that in here, and I can just put W12 to W10. Let's not worry about the capitals right now. And if you want to change this to all 12-inch beams, you don't really want to in this situation. But if you want to change this, double click on this over here, and then click out the back, and then change this to a % sign. And that'll mean any beam making in, any beam at all that makes it into the main one is this one. So if the main one is anything, and then these other two, it'll apply this fix to it. You can also change these to percentages. Then it'll just bring this type of connection into every one you do. And also you can rename it default, as you can see the default one here. So let's do OK, and let's just go to the default one. And we'll see the default one is actually not the one that came in automatically, right? Because it's only got 2 bolts. But then you can switch back to that one. And that's your stagger setting. Alright, hope that helps.